Hi guys, Chantal here from Grounded Mind. How are you doing today? So today I wanted to cover your makeup. What makes you who you are? I, over the years, done a lot of soul searching and a lot of kind of looking into who I am. And a lot of the reasons why I am how I am today is kind of, I suppose, a lifetime of things that have happened to me, who people have said that I am, who I have become. And just so you know, when I speak, like especially when it comes to things like this, I haven't got a list of things that I'm reading through. I'm speaking from here, because I think naturally speaking helps you to be genuine, and it will help you to connect with me better rather than me reading from a script. There will be some kind of videos where I need to remember certain important things because it's kind of information that you need to help you, especially when it comes to the coaching, or with different elements of that. But in terms of my makeup and who I am, you'll notice when you listen to my videos that I and I a lot, and I sometimes, the way I process things is you can hear me, you can see and hear me processing things, and that's because of my makeup. And one thing that I am in life is very proud of who I am, and I don't hide behind a screen to try and give you somebody who I'm not, because then that's not my authentic, genuine self, and then the connection won't be real. So I have a few labels, which you could put me under. I'm dyslexic, mild dyslexic. My processing isn't the norm, if you like, but it's intelligent processing. That's what I like to call it. I have OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I have suffered with anxiety. And so all of these things coupled together are my makeup that I am absolutely proud of. So I'm saying this to say that some of these things can be a hindrance in life, especially when you are the kind of person that's always on the go. I have 2 degrees and I'm about to start a third one. I have 3 children. I'm really into my fitness. And I like to see things happening. That's the way how I work. I like to see things going, because I think, life is about moving, life is about connecting. I am very strong in my faith as a Christian, and I have a positive attitude. So obviously we all have our down days, but the one thing I don't like to do ever is stay down. Don't believe we're made to stay down. So I haven't got a defeated or defeatist attitude. I like to carry on. And so I'm saying this because the autoimmune disease that I had called lichen planus was triggered by stress. As we now know, stress and anxiety isn't good, especially when we're not dealing with it properly. Vestibular migraine is the result of what my makeup is, essentially. And so that's when I've had to do soul searching to actually think to myself, right, this is who I am. How can I be who I am in this body without getting ill? And so, I've spoke a lot about the symptoms I had with vestibular migraine. I've spoke about the brain fog, which is awful. The thing about brain fog as well is that I got brain fog anyway, and obviously being middle-aged, I'm 40 years old, and all those things, brain fog is apparent, it happens. But with vestibular migraine, it was a different sort of brain fog. And also the tinnitus, which developed later on, after the vertigo. The vertigo, which became chronic in 2021, 2022, I've discussed this before. I've had vertigo in my earlier years, but it's never been chronic. It's never been all the time. It's like once a year or once every couple of years. But I got my brain into such a fearful state that it made my symptoms chronic. And so that it was a collection of me being who I am, but being who I am excessively. It was the excessive nature that I had. And obviously because of my makeup, because of what I am, because of what's happened to me in the past, because of things that I fear, because of the things that I obsess over, because of me always wanted to do things, because I always want to fix things, because I'm a people pleaser, all of that. Can you imagine the impact of that on your brain? My nervous system was a mess. So I've had to learn to calm the nervous system down. I've had to calm down. My makeup has had to be looked at. I've had to change my makeup. But your makeup is your makeup, you know. You're always going to try and get back to that because, like, it's your default, isn't it? It's the default of what you've created. So it's almost, what I've had to do is look at who I am as a person, be proud of who I am as a person, but also be kind to myself and say, right, you know, you want to live a long life. You know, you've got children to raise, you've got a career, a family, things that you want to achieve. And you don't want to be dizzy, you don't want to have brain fog, you don't want to have tinnitus, you don't want to have that unbalanced feeling, you don't want to feel like you're not actually in the room and you are, you don't want to feel self-conscious, you know, you don't want to feel like everyone's staring at you when they're not. So I did take the mind-body approach in 2022 when I found out about it quite serious and quite rigorously. When I listened to Alan Gordon, because I listened to it on Amazon audio book, Alan Gordon's book, it really opened up my eyes, because things like somatic tracking that I always talk about, I know Dan Buddy-Glow speaks about not doing it religiously, it didn't work for him, etc. And that is so true, because even in Dan's book, he says when you do somatic tracking, he's got like 3 different people who he refers to. One person who was doing it religiously, he was doing like meditation at 10 o'clock in the morning every single day, he was doing this every single day, and then he got into a state where it wasn't working. And it won't work because you're still feeding your brain, you're telling your brain that you're scared, you're still saying, oh my gosh, I've got to do this because if I don't do this then this is going to happen. And that's you, like, basically having a complete you're scaring your brain. Essentially you're telling your brain something's wrong, your brain's going, okay, do, and your symptoms are getting worse. And so where I took somatic tracking, listening to, you know, these experts, I took it to a place of, okay, I need to understand how to feel my sensations without trying to understand how to feel them to get better. I need to understand how I can have a relationship with these symptoms so that I'm not fearing them. So my brain understands that when it does give me these symptoms, that I'm not scared of them. And that's where I've got to now. And that's what I try to help people to understand. It's one of those things that you need to work through with somebody for them to understand, because not everyone can apply somatic tracking, not everyone can apply that calm reassurance to themselves, because it can be a minefield of, okay, how do I do this? I can't do this. It's not working. I'm doing it. I can't get into the right state of mind. And that's the problem. And so it's that calm reassurance and telling yourself that you can do it. So my makeup and who I am and what I've been through is the reason why I'm sitting in front of you today. So I'm really grateful for that. I've taken a negative and turned it into a positive, and I wanted to share with you that there is a way out. I'm sorry, Alan Gordon, that's the name of his book. There is a way out, and there really is a way out, because I've opened that door and I'm out now. I found the way out. And so it's a journey where, because of your makeup and because of how your brain is and because of how your brain is wired, symptoms can creep up. But the whole point of brain retraining is to ensure that those neurons in your brain are going to different parts of your body, or aren't going to the places in your body which are causing the symptoms. So yeah, I'm here. I want to help people, to educate people, and to get them into the mindset of change. and understanding how the brain works and understanding how to deal with the fear and anxiety, and also to understand what to do when they get a symptom. And so, yes, this is me being completely raw, and I think that's the way how you all understand and grow confidence in me, that you can say this is me as I am, Chantal. And yeah, I would, if you want to speak to me, book a free consultation, let's have a chat, and we can start that healing process. Okay, have a lovely day, take care, bye bye.